Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Thursday, August 24th, 2017. Welcome to Thursday, and what a wonderful day it is. Except Ubisoft fucked it all up because they delayed Operation Blood Orchid in yet another effort to fuck up everything they touch. It's only been delayed on console and will now release on September 5th. On to Telltale games coming to Nintendo Switch, specifically Batman, Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy. No specific release date has been pinned down just yet. For some reason, Final Fantasy 15 is getting Assassin's Creed DLC, which will feature many of the mechanics found in Assassin's Creed. Words are not good enough to express my confusion. Okay, so for some reason, if you want to turn Final Fantasy 15 into the next Assassin's Creed game, you can do so on August 30th, but I want no part of this. In other DLC news, the upcoming Monster Hunter World will have all of its DLC released for free. Always nice to see that happen. And I have a release date for the next round of free DLC coming to GTA 5. An update to Smuggler's Run is coming on August 29th, and you'll be able to make your own custom aircraft to specialize to your needs when smuggling drugs. If you subscribe to Xbox Live Gold, then the complimentary games you will receive during the month of September have been announced, and look forward to Forza Motorsport 5 and Oxenfree for Xbox One, and Hydro Thunder and Battlefield 3 for Xbox 360. By the way, I am a really big fan of Hydro Thunder. Blizzard's ongoing effort to balance Overwatch continues, with Mercy getting a rather significant overhaul, with the man so adorable that you'd use him as the marshmallow in a s'mores, Jeff Kaplan explaining her ultimate was too unbalanced. Quoting Kaplan, "It's pretty disheartening to have Mercy just erase a team wipe with a full res." And I would agree. Instead, Mercy will be given an individual res on a timer that she can execute over and over again. It'll be really interesting to see how these changes play out. Update news continues, with Rocket League getting transparent goalposts sometime in the fall. According to developer Psyonix, this will help with viewing your car while behind the goalposts. You'll be able to see through some parts of the arena that you previously couldn't. If you've ever played Rocket League and had to rush into your own goal, then you know what I'm talking about. From there, we go on to Microsoft saying that they could use cloud storage to alleviate space on hard drives for their consoles. With games getting larger and larger file sizes, we are starting to see some in the 100+ gigabyte range, so this does make sense to me, but it also means that Microsoft would have to stop throttling their network, something else that I'm in favor of. It also means those with an unstable or no internet connection would still have to deal with the larger file sizes, and these are the people that Microsoft would have to find a solution for. Wildcard Studios, the developer of Ark Survival Evolved, had said previously that they would not be wiping server data when the game fully releases on August 29th. Now that still technically holds true, but they have made the decision to shut down lower populated servers in order to consolidate resources. This is only affecting PC servers that had fewer than an average of 5 people playing per day, and Xbox One servers with less than 7 people per day. Wildcard had previously stated that they would give a 1-month warning before shutting any servers down, and so we'll be doing so in the next 5 days. Come on, do you really expect them to be good at math after they raise the price before launch? If you play on one of these servers, see if there's anything you can do to transfer your data or back it up, because they are closing down on August 29th. And then before we move on to the main topic today, we're going to talk about Nude mods. Kiss that AdSense goodbye, mwah, because the director of Final Fantasy 15 has something to say on the matter, and he considers it a moral dilemma. While he disagrees with the creation of these mods, he also believes it is important not to limit people too much, because it can stifle modding of the game in other ways. Again, I agree with this decision. I think it's the right course of action to take, and in this case, the few people who do make and use Nude mods shouldn't spoil it for the rest. It is at this point I should tell you, I may or may not be one of those people using Nude mods. And that brings us to our final topic today, which is yet another DMCA claim, which has nothing to do with yesterday's story of a DMCA claim. My friend I Am Patty Jack released a video today which brought attention to another YouTuber by the name of Road85. He runs a smaller channel, so let's make sure we give him some love by visiting him. There's a link to him in the description down below. He recently made a video review of a game he received a review code for called Gamers Unknown Survival, a completely unoriginal game with a completely unoriginal title. And no, I'm not going to play the trailer because it flashes quickly and it may make you sick. And if the developer came up with that name, that is the most original thing about this, because this game is an asset flip. This developer is named JakeeYeXe, as far as I can tell, and he's a YouTuber and streamer who decided to take a whack at video game development. And there's nothing wrong with that inherently. What is wrong is Jake issued a DMCA claim against Road85's video because Road gave it a negative review. Obviously, this is clear abuse of the DMCA system, because if it is true that the game was removed because of a negative negative review, then we agree that it's a review which is expressly covered under fair use. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This was illegal and should be reversed as quickly as possible. If you make a shit product, then be ready for people to criticize it. And guess what? Even if you make an amazing product, be ready for people to shit all over it, because that's what people do. Let me know if you have any other thoughts on this in the comment section down below. And I'm just getting rather exhausted with how much the DMCA system has been abused in the last 3 months. Either I messed up yesterday's releases or a bunch of games got pushed back a day. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Laseronium 2, Champions of Odin, Mothlight, The Seasons, Corvée in Space, Deadhold, Abyssal Fall, Peninsular War Battles, Fake World, Civil War Gettysburg, Hiking Simulator 2017, Point Connect, The Flying Turtle Jewel Quest, Cityscape Jigsaw Puzzles Animated, The Quest for Achievements 2, Aliens X, Mind Drill Redux, WireNet, The Thirst of Hearts, The Suffering of Lorena, Maze Run VR, Freedom Defender, Yet Another Zombie Defense HD, Star Walker, Hyperdrive, The Insane Gravity Race, Stick Engine, Destiny of Blood, Cosmic Awakening VR, Hussein Boo, Chapter Spring and Summer, Deadly Traps, Doggone Golfing, The Stone, Spartan VR, Zombie Commando 3D, Sinoclept the Game, Expanse, Robot Heroes, and Silver Grapple. For PlayStation 4, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy, F1 2017, Velocity 2K Critical Mass Edition, One Piece Unlimited World Red, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Blast, and Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy. For Xbox One, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy, F1 2017, Mages of Mistralia, Absolute Drift Zen Edition, Battle of the Bulge, and Eventide 2, The Sorcerer's Mirror. For PlayStation Vita, Velocity 2K, Critical Mass Edition, and Never End. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And we all know that Albert Einstein was a genius, but his brother Frank was a monster. Sorry if the game releases weren't that great. I just kind of ran it down the first time, and I was like, it's good enough. I've been recording now for 30 minutes, and I want to get done. I just want to get done with the show. I'm feeling much better. No depressing shit today, I promise. I had a little bit of bullshit I had to deal with, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's great. It's all right. So we're gonna. A lot of people have been reaching out saying like, oh, it's cool that you talk about it. It's cool, but don't stress yourself out. It's good. It's good stress. I like doing this show. I love doing this show. Me doing the show makes me want to do the next day's show. It's really kind of weird. If I have to take a day off, it's like, look, I can't think straight. But today, the rest of this week is going to be great. This weekend's going to be amazing. Everything's going to be stellar. It's going to be great. Next week after that is going to be my break. I'm going to say that I got to say something in tomorrow's episode. I've got this planned out about how I need to do this. Next week, by the way, you're going to hear something every day because not everybody watches every episode, and I want to make sure that if you do catch one episode last week, you at least get the hint that I'm not going to be here the week after. There are going to be PUBG videos during that week. I don't know how many. I've currently got around 40 minutes of footage, and I know you don't want a single 40-minute PUBG video. I'm thinking 12 to 15 minutes to give me some leeway to work things in. Basically about the same length as my show, and just PUBG highlights, all action all the time, so it's not like there's just, because like if you watch PUBG, if you play PUBG, you're running through a field. You're going to be running through a field for part of it. It's like, yeah, running through a cornfield. Now I'm running through an open field. Now I'm running through a field with trees in it. Now I'm running, playing PUBG. like that's what this game is. Brain fart. Podcast with Leonard French went up. It was going up tomorrow. I did that today. It was amazing. I think we did a lot of really good stuff. We touched on 4 different topics. You'll see tomorrow. I'll have a link to that in my Discord on my I'll tweet it out too. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Please come follow my Discord too. You get to see some cool stuff. Like, I post the thumbnail in there. However, I think that's going to stop, and that's going to be a Patreon only thing. By the way, Patreon's going to be get up and going here in 3 weeks. I've made promises to my mods that I will have my Patreon up and running the week that I take off. I think I'm just going to get it all over and done with on Monday. Get it all up and going. Not necessarily to say, hey, it's up on Monday. Nah, I'm not making content. Give me money now. It could be seen that way. I hope it isn't. I think you'd really have to be looking really hard. You'd have to be digging really hard to be like, oh, look, he took off for the week and now he's asking for money. What a lazy ass. Like, no, I'm not asking for money. I'm saying if you want to, you have the option. It's really different by saying, hey, here's a tip jar. Tip jar is not asking for money, okay? Tip jar, not asking for money. If you're like, tip jar says, please tip, well, now you're asking for money. And that's essentially what this is. I've come to the conclusion that if I do make any money here on YouTube, it's all going to be through tips and donations and through people actually wanting to contribute, because AdSense is just not doing it for me. I'm having to, that's another thing. I'm having to file claims on every single video that I make now to get them remonetized. The thing is, every single one goes through, so I'm hoping at some point in the future, the YouTube algorithm goes, well, we've approved 50 of his previous videos. We should just start approving all of his videos. Like, I don't know what else I could do. I will say this, is that I think that I've talked to a mod of mine. He knows a lot about computers and whatnot, about how these types of algorithms work, and he thinks it may be the inflection of my voice, because I'm very aware. I have a very loud speaking volume. I have a very up and down speaking volume. I go all over the place. So he's just there. Like, I'm quiet. I'm quiet sometimes. I'm loud sometimes. I'm up here. A commanding tone. Nice and light tone. Like, I am all over the place, and I know that may be contributing to the algorithm. That weird influx of stuff, because the YouTuber who I'm actually going to be on another podcast with, named Sid Alpha, never had to deal with any of this. He's got a very he's not monotone, but his voice is very concise, consistent. He talks like this. He just gets to the point, and this is the point. It's done. Like, I don't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm too much of a goof. So spread the word, maybe. Maybe it might be volume and pitch and change of tone. Which, if that is, YouTube, come on. You can't do that. That's not a way to judge what's in content. Because I could be all up and down like, oh, the newest Pokemon game is releasing to Nintendo Switch. Like, oh, that's all over the place. Okay. The murderer killed 3 people in the town of Salem. Oh, it's the same, it's like, see how you can't judge it based on pitch? It's not gonna, like, if that is. I'm just saying if that is. I don't know if it is. It makes sense, though. I don't know what else it would be. Social media links are over here, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm rambling now in the vlogs because I think that's what people like. I don't know. So click over here to watch. Subscribe to my channel. Click over here to watch yesterday's episode where we talked about another DMCA claim filed by the streamer Grims over a video that he didn't like.